My name is Julie Perkins. I'm the head of the Global Water Operators Partnerships Alliance, GWOPA. It's a UN Habitat initiative whose purpose is to support and scale up knowledge exchange and peer partnership between utilities in order to strengthen their capacity to provide services sustainably over the long term. And we are very proud to be partners in the Water Changemaker Awards because climate resilience is so absolutely urgent and fundamental to utility sustainability and the achievement of all of the Sustainable Development Goals, and we believe very strongly that that peer professionals can inspire and empower change like nothing else. Water utilities are making decisions all the time that have an influence on climate and resilience or their contribution to climate change. Some, though not clearly enough, are trying to reduce their carbon emissions, so mainly through energy efficiency measures or making more bold moves towards decentralizing or producing energy from wastewater. But on the resilience side, there's a little bit more happening. Many are conducting vulnerability assessments and trying to get a grip on the likely impacts of climate change for their operations. And they're feeding this into revised business planning with more resilient infrastructure projects and mainstreaming this information throughout their operations. Some decisions are quite simple to take, but really many of them are quite challenging. Not so much technically, but because they require changing mindsets, dealing with uncertainty. They often imply significant coordination beyond the utility walls, which we know is not so simple because utilities are complex structures. They deal with environmental and health agencies and land planning and many things at the city level. They're extremely complex and rigorous, meaningful solutions are not easy to come by. They require a lot of dialogue and discussion with these different partners. But there are many utilities and practitioners at city level that are taking on these kinds of challenges and that have made great inroads towards climate resilience. You know, the Water Changemaker Awards is all about making visible and celebrating this important work that is building water resilience. For me, the very courageous and visionary people and institutions who have taken bold leadership towards climate action should really be credited with this. So the first reason I would contribute to a journey to this initiative is so that I can be seen. This great work that I have done can be visible. But I also think that those people who have led this kind of work are particularly aware how challenging it has been and how important it is to support others in this kind of journey. And I think this is why sharing a journey with the Water Changemakers Award can be is so important. Is it can really inspire and empower others to take on the same kind of path. I think the coronavirus crisis is currently really laying bare the fragility and inequities in so many of our water systems and showing how absolutely urgent and essential resilience is for water utilities and water systems. The COVID and climate crises are not unrelated, I think, either in their causes or in their consequences. But if this pandemic has kind of a silver lining, I think it can really be in bringing resilience thinking to the fore of the conversation. In many places, it's already helping utilities to bolster their emergency planning systems and try to make their services more equitable, more responsive to those who are most vulnerable. The COVID crisis is also reminding us how important and I would say natural solidarity is for water professionals. Utilities, I think, like many other professional peers around the world, are reaching out to one another to share their experiences in mitigating this crisis. And this spirit of solidarity, I think, is amazing. And if it's happening for COVID, I think it's even more important for building resilience to climate change, which is a risk that is so much greater over the longer term.